What's this right here? Looks like the Vertix 2. And who's this little guy? Fenix 6X Premium Solar Titanium. Hey, what's up? It's Figure Hunter, and up for review is just a side-by-side comparison of the new Coros Vertix 2 compared to the Garmin Fenix 6X Solar Titanium. We're going to compare them head-to-head just in an overall spec before I do a test the Vertix 2 for the next couple of weeks, and then give you a full review of the Vertix 2 and also a full comparison to the Garmin Fenix 6X Titanium Solar. I'm going to just show these sort of spec-wise head-to-head. We're going to look at the percentages, and as we go along, we measure certain things. I'll have a little pop-up up here so you can see the percentage differences between these two watches. So with that, let's dive in to the metrics. All right, so comparing these two, I'm just going to look at them just like in overall specs and details. You can see, I mean, this is a solid watch. Titanium front and back, and then sort of a laminate in between. It's got the traditional quick fit bands, 26 millimeters, very much similar. And I'm showing these two side by side because I think we need to look at the overall build quality and detail differences. So again, front and back titanium. This does have a solar recharging, and this got the biggest battery life in the history of all mankind. Feeling the band feels super cheap on the new. I usually love the Coros bands, but this one feels like extra light. I think they're trying to cut down on weight, and the band on the Garmin definitely feels solid and smooth, but everything else feels really similar. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the details and see how the overall, size-wise. So if you look right there, 50.7 millimeters on the width versus on the Garmin, we're running at 50.7 millimeters. Well, look at that. And then let's go back to the Vertix. And then on the Vertix, on the thickness, 16.3 in the thickness, and 16.5 on the thickness. So if you want to weigh watches, I don't consider the bands as the heaviness of the watch, so let's do that. And there you have it. There's each of the little pucks there. So we're just going to do a basic measurement. Let's start with the Vertix. Ooh, slam that down. 63 grams. Fenix 6X Solar Titanium, 56 grams. 63. 56. So that's the differences in weight. So that's the main differences there. One big thing that I always get asked is the brightness differences. And one thing I've seen on the Vertix 2 is it seems pretty dim. So I don't know if you can tell here. So you can see the brightness there versus the brightness here. And you can see some of the screens. Let's just go to a training load screen. You can see it is a little bit much dimmer. You can see on the bottom of your screen right now the actual differences there, and I would say this is way more grayed out. Just not crisp whites. I mean, the black is, I don't know, it's not totally bluish, but it's just not really bright on the text itself. So this is super readable to me, and this is not very readable because it's not crisp colors. So let's talk about all together. One thing I forgot to mention, obviously the Solar is going to have a solar glass, which is sort of like Gorilla Glass, versus the Sapphire glass here. But looking at these, I'm going to do a long-term test. I'm obviously going to wear both of these for a long period of time. This is how they sort of compare. It really looks similar. It looks like the overall Coros family got a lot of really good ideas from the Garmin family. So we're going to see how it sort of tracks over time and compare all the spec differences, or actually the internal functional differences later. But it looks like here, the real main difference, slightly lighter and much brighter and crisper screen here. So there you have it. You can see some of the overall detail differences in these two bad to the bone outdoor watches. Stay tuned for more reviews. I've got the Suunto 9 Peak coming out soon, the Fitbit Charge 5. Polar is actually announcing some new things next week, so that'll be exciting. And then hopefully someday in like 10 to 12 weeks, the Whoop 4.0 will finally arrive at the house. So with that, it's Vic Your Hunter. Thanks so much for watching.